this video, we'll be seeing advanced features of Excel. So, agenda of this video is going to be, firstly, we'll be talking about different components of a chart. Then we'll be talking about different types of charts that we have. And further, we will be talking about how to create charts, how to add or remove chart elements, how to format charts, and what are combo charts. And at last, but not the least, we'll be seeing about how to sort the data and how to filter the data. So let's see. So firstly, we'll be seeing about components of a chart. So let's start. So I have written some numbers over here. So the first one, this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these all are value axis. So value axis, or it is known as y-axis, because it is in the y direction. Y direction means it is in the vertical direction. So it is value axis. Now you know what is value axis. Next is chart title. Chart title. So it is a title given to our chart. It is a title given to our chart. That's known as chart title. At third, we have chart area. So number 3, we have this whole thing is a chart area. The whole thing is a chart area. And it includes all the things like this chart title, these all the things are inside the chart area. Next, we have category axis. This 4 number, this one category 1, category 2, and category 3 and 4. These are known as category axis. Because it is in the x direction. It is also known as x axis. And it is horizontal in the position. So it is category axis. Value axis was vertical in the position and category axis in the horizontal position. Or we can say value axis was in the direction of y and category axis is direction with x. We call category axis x-axis also, and value axis also known as y-axis. Now we know about that. Next, we are going to see about axis title. So we have this name. This name is given over here. So this is the heading of this value axis. This is the heading of this axis. Like this is going to be marks. Like this is the student 1, this is student 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all. So in this, it will be represented like this. Like it will be written marks over here, and like it's going till 4. So for student got 4 marks, and like this we will see. And number 6 number, we have chart series. We have chart series. So it is related to the data series. These columns over here are data series. And on the 7th number, we have a legend. We have a legend. So this is basically known as a legend. Means we are giving one color to one column, which stands for, like in this series 1, we can write the name of the student, but this named student is represented in green color. This named student is represented with this blue color. And like this. And in this category, you can add like this sport is played by this and this. You can add sports over here. And it's up to you what you actually want. Next, have grid lines. So these lines over here are easy. Using this line, we can easily measure these column charts. So these are basically grid lines. Now at last, we have a plot area. This whole area is a plot area. Now let me clean out the drawings. So it will be easily visible to you. Okay, now we know different parts of a chart. Now, second, we are going to talk about different types of charts we have in Excel. The first type of chart is a column chart. So it is in the vertical direction, it is in the y direction. So that's why it is a column chart. We have columns over here. So it is known as a column chart. And second chart we have is a bar chart. Bar chart. It is horizontal in position. We have all the things in horizontal position. So it is a bar chart. Next, we have a line chart. In this, we have some lines like this over here and these all. So this is basically a line chart. And we have a pie chart. So it looks like a pie and it is a chart. So it is named after a pie. So it is a circle in which the parts are divided. So you can say it seems like a pizza or a pie. It is a circle, so it's up to you. You can use this to represent, like you want to represent the composition of air. So you can represent it in the pie chart. So 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and all the other gases over here, argon and water vapors, dust particles, carbon dioxide and all. This chart is not basically made for that only. You can use it for anything like you like. And at last we have a donut chart. So this is known as a donut chart because it seems like a donut. It seems like a donut, that's why it is a donut chart. It is very similar to a pie chart. So we have donuts. We have so many charts, but these are the most commonly used charts. Now you know different types of charts and what are the parts of a chart. Now let's move further. Now in this third thing, we will know how to create a chart and how to add and remove chart elements and how to format the chart and the combo charts. So firstly, let me give you an example of combo chart. So this is basically example of combo chart. Why it is known as combo chart? Let me tell you. So this is a bar chart, as you know. There is one line also over here. So it contains two charts. One is the line chart and second is the bar chart. So that's why it is known as a combo chart. So now let's jump to my computer screen so that I can show you how to create a chart, how to add and remove chart elements, and how to format the chart. So I have a roll number, name, marks out of 100. In this I have given roll numbers to the student. This is student 1, 2, 3 until 10. And these are the marks given to a particular student. Okay. Now for creating a chart, you firstly need to select a range in which the things that you want in a chart. So I want the student's name and marks. I don't want the roll number. I only want the student's name and the marks. So I'll click it over here and select the range from the B2 till the C11. Then I'll go to the insert tab in which I have some chart area, this over here, and from over here you can take any chart that you like. For this video I'll be taking firstly a 2D column clustered chart. Okay, so I hope that's visible to you. Let me little bit zoom out. And here is our chart with, so we have student 1, 2, 3, 4 till 10. You can, if you want to design the chart, you can select over here. You get many options. I'll be taking up this one. Now we know how to create a chart. Now if you want the chart in different colors, what can you do? Firstly, let me delete this. I'll select up this range. I'll go to insert. In this, I have an arrow like thing over here. I'll click upon this and go to more column charts. In this, you can get more column charts or line chart, the charts that you want, a funnel chart, combo chart. So that's up to you. Like if I go to column, I have these column charts, line charts, and in column also I have a clustered column chart, stacked column, 100% stacked column, and 3D column chart. So you want different colors. So I'll be taking up this chart and press OK. So now I'm getting this chart. And if you again want to customize it, so here you get all the options to customize in the design tab. You can customize them. Great. Now we know how to create a chart. Now, as I told you, there are some things like a chart title and all the things I've talked earlier in my video. So, blue is represented with the student 1, student 2 is represented with orange, student 3 is represented with grey color, student 4 is represented with yellow color, student 5 with light blue and till 10. Okay. Now, if I want, to add or remove an element, like I don't want 89, 90, all these representations. So I'll go to this chart element, this plus sign over here, and I'll click upon it. So I'm getting chart elements. So I'll uncheck this data element. So I hope it is not visible now. Yes. So if you're not getting it, you want that. You want data labels in that. So you'll write click on the data label, so it will be visible over here. And if you don't got a legend, uncheck it, so you will not be getting a legend. If you want it, check on it. Go over here and click on the legend. Great. Now we know a legend also, but I want to customize it in way. So I'll go to add chart elements in my design tab. In this, you can customize it more easily. So like I wanted this legend to be at the left side. So now it is at the left side. If I want this to be at the bottom, so it is now at the bottom. Now let's say these numbers 89, 90. I want them inside this column. So I'll go over here, and which I have data labels. I want them in the center or inside end or inside base, but now it is outside end or data column. So let's say I wanted them in the center. I will select all the tables and then go to the data labels and in the center. Now these all are in the center, but if you want them outside the table or let me show you. If you want them over here, you can click upon them. It's up to you. If you want outside it, you can get it over here. And like this, you can add more to your chart. So now we know how to add or remove a element in the chart. Now if you want to format this chart, I'll firstly click right. Like I want the roll numbers as well. So what actually I'll do, I'll right click upon it and I'll go to the select data option over here. I'll click upon it. So now I'll select up the whole thing that I want and press OK. So 1, we are getting the roll number before the students. But now I thought that I really don't need this roll number. So I'll do the same thing. I'll right click upon it. I'll go to the select data and select only this much data. Okay. Now we know how to do that. Great. Now, if I want to format this chart, what actually I'll do, I'll double click upon it. So I'm getting the format chart area. In this, you can fill the color like solid. You can take the color like as light blue or yellow. I'm taking white only or no fill. Or you can do like now it is not visible. Well, right, solid fill. Yes. And now if you want a gradient fill, you can give it like this. You can try out each of them In this video, I'll talk only about the main things. Now, if you want to give a border, you can give it. Let me move it a little over here. Yes. So a gradient line or a solid line. So it will be visible over here. Let me make it red. So it is at the border. And like this, you can format your table. And if you put automatic, it will be automatically filled. So now we know how to fill a color, how to border a color. Now if you want to resize it, you can go over here and select all the things that you want. And I want you to explore more things in this chart. So now we basically know how to make a chart, how to add and remove elements from a chart, and how to format a chart. For formatting, double click upon a chart, you will see this format chart area. Okay, I'll close up this and let me delete up this as well. Okay, now I want that these students, I want the student who got the highest mark should be at the top. The student who got, I want that this marks should be in descending order. What actually I'll do, I'll select up this, go to the sort and filter and sort largest to small. Microsoft Excel found data next to it. Like it will not be sorted. So I want to continue with this current section. Yeah. So the student who got the now, I forgot to select this also. So I undo this movement. I'll select all of those. Go to sort, float, get to a, or you can set a custom sort, and I want it on the marks, and it should be largest to smallest. Yes. Now we are getting the highest marks on the top and the lowest marks are like that. Now I want the roll number to be also changed. So I'll undo the movement again. Yeah, fine. So I'll select up this roll number as well. I'll go to the sort and filter. I'll go to sort largest to the smallest. Or I'll go to custom sort by marks out of here, and largest to smallest. I'll press OK. So now we are getting the roll number 8 student 8 got 99 marks and all those till 10. So now we know how to sort out the data. Now let's see how you can filter the data. For that, let me create one more column. Let's say to be as country. And I'll make this bold. And let me give it the border. Perfect. Now this student one is from, let's say, India. The second student is from America. Third student is from United, or let's say England, or I'll write UK. And the fourth student is also from India. Third student is from UK. Sixth student is from Australia. Seventh student is from America. Eighth student is from India again. And ninth student, let's say, he is from United Kingdom. And at last, I will take up it as Australia. Good. Now I want the students only from India. I want the students only from India. So what actually I'll do, I'll firstly select the all list and make it a table. So there are two ways to make this a table. First is to select it all, go to the insert tab, and in this you have a table. Or the another way is to press Control and T. So now my table has headers. Yes, roll number, name, marks out of, and country are headers only. Then I'll press OK. So now if you want to change the color of your this table, you can select it from over here, any color that you like. Now I'll go in this country and can we see arrow like thing? Yeah. I'll click upon it and I want only the students from, I'll deselect it first of all, and I want only the students from India. So now we have filtered the data. So this is known as filtration.